Whoa, 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 whoa. I know y'all ain't seen me all week. There's a reason for that. We're gonna get in that in the video. But y'all know it's Friday. Y'all know what I do every Friday, man. Give y'all a chance to get a free giveaway. This time I gotta go with the back-to-back NFC Offensive Player of the Week. That is Jalen Hurts, MVP in my opinion. How many yards would Jalen Hurts have throwing and rushing, combine the two? Give me an answer against the New York Giants. We know that he can throw the ball. We know that one week he might come out and rush it. But we know he can do both. So just think about it. Comment below, let me know how many yards will he have combined. Whoever comes closest, they get the Philly Fresh or Yodat hoodie. If I get more than 50 comments, guess what? I throw in a hat. Hey, listen, who won last week? We still got to talk. Where you at? But you already know, man. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all. Yodat. A-G-L-E-S. Say fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yo, that man, you know what it is. You know what it is. Your boy, Philly Fresh, a.k.a. The General, here report for duty. Listen, if you have not done it, please make sure you hit that sub button. That's right down there. There it go. Yes, and also, this is a bell next to it to let you know when I put up all this flavor, man. Notification gang, yo that. Last but not least, man, I appreciate it. Y'all been doing it. I know I haven't put up a video in a while. We're going to talk about that. But hit the like button for your boy. More people get to see me. More people get to see the merch. And hopefully enough people buy the merch one day, I can quit my job. All right, fresh fact. We're going to get into a couple of things. Fresh fact is you can go to a situation to where as though you're looking for lemonade, but a person just gives you a whole bunch of oranges. And you're like, no, I'm looking for lemonade. What is this? But not knowing you really needed those oranges. It's not about what you want all the time. Sometimes it's about what you need. And I'm going to say that to say this. I just sat in the hospital for 5 days. After I made the video, shout out to all of y'all. After a couple days, y'all didn't hear from me, comments, where you at, DMs, I appreciate it. Right after I made the video, I went to the hospital. And I went to the hospital for a certain situation. My leg was messed up. But then I get there and everything was about my blood pressure. They say my blood pressure was high. They don't know why, whatever the case may be. And I wound up going there and fixing something that I didn't even know needed to be fixed. Life, man. Life, Allah, God, it's serious. And I appreciate every step. I appreciate everybody that has been there. I appreciate my wife, everything. Because I don't know where I'd be without y'all and without, my family. But shout out to all of y'all. All right, so we got to get into these do's and don'ts, man. We already know the first do. We did it enough. Didn't really have to do it as much, but did it enough. Let's run the ball against the Titans. But here's what I'm gonna say. I think you can have a Green Bay type of game running the ball against the Giants. The Giants are not very good at stopping the run. Their defensive tackles are not stout like a lot of guys are. To me, man, it's whatever your choice is. Whatever way you want to beat the Giants, I think that you can. If you want to beat them throwing the ball, you can. If you want to beat them running the ball, you can. But this is a game to where I think that you don't always want to put your best player, which is Jalen Hurts, in a situation to where he got to do everything. So sometimes you just want to, put the load on Miles Sanders, Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott, and the rest of the crew. So that's the first dude run the ball. A don't is don't fall for the shenanigans. Saquon Barkley is questionable. Saquon Barkley will be playing. This is the biggest game of their season. And they can get kicked out of the playoffs if they lose this game. Not kicked off in a long run, but for right now, they can get kicked out of the playoffs. So they just coming off a loss. So I don't got Saquon Barkley sitting out. Don't fall for the shenanigans. Another don't. You can't let Daniel Jones get out of the pocket and run. We seen what he had did to us, not really last year, but the 2 years before that. 81 yards, almost touchdown, but he fell. I don't know what the hell he was drinking before the night, but whatever. So we got to make sure that we contain him. He's not a Jalen Hurts type of runner, but he is a runner that, can kill you with the legs. And I thought Tannehill started to do that in the game. It just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. And that's coming to another do. Apply the pressure, keep the pressure. In the Titans game, you didn't let up. You didn't let up. You applied the pressure from first quarter to third quarter. And look, most of your starters, they got to sit in the fourth quarter because it was such a dominant performance. The most dominant performance I've seen against the Eagles in a while. But it was dominance. You know what I mean? And I think that you can repeat that. This one right here, this dude right here, Nakobe Dean. Dude, this is a dude. Nakobe Dean need more snaps. How do you have the least snaps out of the linebackers but have the most tackles or tied for the most tackles? This dude is a missile. He seeks the ball. He seeks and destroys. I think he had 6 tackles, 1 for loss, but only 15 snaps. So that's telling you he need more snaps. We've been saying this, and I get it. Because of the way T.J. Edwards is playing and Kaiser White and Hassan Reddick, you gotta find a way to keep those guys on the field. But this is why the Philadelphia Eagles is the best team in the NFL, because we have guys that they just sitting and waiting. Shout out to Blankenship, just sitting and waiting. Josiah Scott, just sitting and waiting. And Avonte Maddox should be back, and oh my goodness, this defense might look a whole lot different. Here's what I'm going to say. I like Kaiser White. I do. I like T.J. Edwards. I do. But this young guy, Nakobe Dean, he is ready. He is ready. And he knows how to seek the ball out. Now, against a guy like Saquon, you're going to really need that. And you needed that against Derrick Henry. He knew how to get in that backfield. He knew how to put them hits out there. We all know this. You can't turn the ball over. Just like the Commanders, the Giants, they want you to, a lot of teams do, but they really base their scoring on trying to get turnovers on you. And we got to make sure that we protect the ball at all costs. You know what I mean? Did a terrific job against the Titans. We got to keep that going. To me, that's really all the do's and don'ts. It's really not a lot of do's and don'ts that you really got to say to beat the Giants. I got us with the win, going 12-1, still being number 1 in the NFC and in the NFL. And we got to put this to the media for a do. I haven't talked all week, but we got to put some respect. You got to put some respect on the Eagles' name. All this ESPN 50% for the Dallas Cowboys going to the Super Bowl over us 36. How? Because they put 59 on the Colts. I get it. I understand it. It's what have you done for me lately? But you've seen what we have just done. We've seen what we have just done against a better team. And we also beat that team. That we're talking about. I don't care if it was by 1 point. A win is a win is a win. And then we also beat the Cowboys. Like, what else do we have to do? I don't get it. I don't understand it. Then you got guys like Stephen A. Smith saying Patrick Mahomes' loss put him up there more for MVP than Jalen Hurts. When Jalen Hurts has not really lost the game. When we lost to the Washington Commanders, it wasn't on Jalen Hurts at all. But you come out your mouth and say, like, sometimes it's your words, blasphemy. It's blasphemy. Like, what are you talking about? Patrick Mahomes' stock went up more because they lost. Because you see, we don't have this and we don't have that. But when you had all those people, you still was picking them for MVP. When you had Tyreek Hill, you still was picking them for MVP. I'm confused, y'all. I'm confused. I really wish I can get a chance to go up there and debate these dudes. Because I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if they've been sitting in that chair too long or that teleprompter is just telling them what to say. But these dudes need a reality check. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Y'all already know, man. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all. Yo, that.